I know we talked a little bit about your game. So you mentioned Kickstarter, right? And I know on your
Yeah.
website you like raised what, $65,000, something like
Yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah, about that.
You read all these stories about games that changed the world starting on Kickstarter. It couldn't have been easy.
I would say it's something I wouldn't do again, at least not in the same way. I think that Kickstarter works really well as basically a pseudo pre-order when you're mostly done with the game. Gamers are not publishers or investors, and so they are not used to seeing things that are in a rougher state, as a game would be early in its development process.
Mhm.
So that means you need to instead do a lot of upfront work. For me, the Kickstarter was very beneficial because it gave me a community and fan base. So that gave me free alpha testers, beta testers, people who
That's good.
promoted my game. The rude commentary, critical commentary, was relatively infrequent. As soon as I started doing video updates and speaking as Renee, instead of the
Mhm.
Stumbling Cat team, I think that it just stopped. The thing that is required for Kickstarter outside of getting all of your assets and such done early is having a community. One of the things that I often hear is that something that indie developers fail at is they market to game developers instead of to fans. Developers are not your main audience, but they can be your amplifiers amplifiers. So when my
Mm.
indie dev friends shared my Kickstarter, that helped a lot with the marketing.
But now you're like, I won't do it again.
I might do it as a pre-order, but never for the
Yeah.
start. The thing I was most scared about was that I would take a long time, and I did finish the game.